Right, right, guys, I'm back on the YouTube. Welcome me back, please, with open arms, because I've missed making these videos, but I've just not had time. Anyway, I've changed it up a little bit. I don't know if you're going to be happy about this, but you know how before I've made like 20-minute videos? It's not going to be that anymore. It's just going to be short, random, not random, because the topic has been like planned and I've planned what to say, so it's not random. But I'm only going to speak on average for about 10 minutes. It's going to be short, quick spurts of wisdom based off of questions and things that I see that people need answering. So it'll be like the same question that I get from a lot of people, right? So today, what I want to speak to you about, sisters, is I made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take him from my heart, to stop me from loving him, but he doesn't do that. Yeah, so I speak to a lot of you, I speak to a lot of sisters, a lot of us are in the same position, and a lot of you say that. You say that, look, I really want to marry him, I really want to be with him, I want him to be the person whose name was written next to mine, but nothing's happening. So I made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take him from my heart, but he's just not taking him from my heart. So we're going to discuss this a little bit, sister, if that's okay. So first of all, it does not happen that you would miraculously wake up one day and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will have just removed you of this love that you have for this person. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen like that. Could Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala do that for you? Yes, he could. He can do everything, because for him nothing is impossible. But it doesn't work like that. Now, to get to the answer of the question, we need to take logic into account. So we would make dua for Allah to make us forget somebody, but how is that going to be possible when we're not creating the environment for us to be able to forget that person? For example, let's say, and this is only an example, let's say that we stay in bed all day and we mope about looking at pictures of him or her, and we're just thinking about him or her all day, every day, and the sound of their voice and how beautiful they are, and this beauty spot's here and I love them so much. So if we are doing that every single day to ourselves, we are keeping ourselves connected to that person. I totally get it. I totally understand. I may or may not have been in that position myself. I can't confirm or deny. So we are keeping ourselves attached to that person. Logically, how can you expect to forget about that person? You're not creating the right environment for you to be able to forget that person. And this ties in with what I said, that you're not going to wake up one day and miraculously forget this person just because you asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help you forget that person. You have to take action and make action towards forgetting that person. Let me just give you an example. Like, we make dua for rizq, yeah? For Allah to give us, let's say rizq means money in this situation, for money. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us rizq. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us money. But we have to physically go and do the 9 to 5. Like, we can't just stay in the house and say, yeah, it's okay, because Allah can do everything. Allah can perform miracles. Allah answers du'as, and I need money and I've asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for money. Yes, subhanallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could probably magically make £500 appear in front of you, but that's not going to happen. We don't have miracles like that anymore. Or not that that's ever happened before, but you know, miracles where prophets split the sea and the moon was split in half and babies speaking from the cradle. We don't have them miracles anymore because there's no more revelation. Wahi is finished. It finished with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we don't get them kind of miracles anymore where like, oh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, can I have £500 and it's miraculously in front of you? No. But oh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, can you increase me in rizq? Oh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I am in need of rizq, in need of money, I'm struggling. You would have to go out and make that happen. The same way, let me bring it back, is, oh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, please make me forget that person. You have to physically make steps to forget that person. Now, it is hard to forget a person. It is extremely hard to forget a person, particularly a person that you have loved and you've got all these great memories with, and you just love them. That's it. It's them or it's no one else. I get it, sister. Even brother, like I get messages from some brothers as well. Like when you love somebody, you want that person and you don't want anybody else. And in your mind and in your heart, no one can match that person ever. You'll never find anyone like that person. That's what you've told yourself. It's not quite true, but that's what you believe at the moment. So you hold on to the person and you keep yourself attached. You need to break away from that. In order for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make the dua come true, you need to do the steps to get over the person. You need to go traveling. You need to take up a hobby, start baking, start boxing, take up a new course, throw yourself into work. Me personally, I throw myself into work. So I don't have time to think or obsess over anybody else. Because I'm doing what I need to do now. I'm thinking about success. I'm thinking about career. I'm thinking about big money, big bucks. Inshallah. Like, I divert my attention. You have to divert your attention from here. It's very hard, sister. It's not easy. I get that. I understand that. It's like having an addiction. You stay away from it. It's hard. It's hard, but you stay away from it. After a while, you don't need it. Every habit is broken with time. Every addiction is broken with time. Right, I basically need to end it there anyway because I just had a sign pop up on the phone saying that my memory on my phone is full. This always happens when I decide to do YouTube. But anyway, look at this cute little necklace. Bismillah, it says Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Well, it just says Allah, it doesn't say subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the coats come out because it's autumn. But anyway, sisters, I am always here for you if you need me. I wrote a dua book. Of course, I'm going to plug it every time I get a chance. What are you on about? And like, don't get fruity in the comments on TikTok either. Silly behavior. Yeah, I wrote a dua ebook. The link for it is in the bio on TikTok. I can be found on TikTok. If you need me, I am there. Inshallah, I see your message. Or if you like, just reach out. I'm here. Sisters, you're not alone. I'm here for you. But yes, that is why you can't get over that guy. Next time we meet, I'll give you more tips of how to get over him and just general thinking and how to just get back to being you, because it's hard. We love people and we give them our soul, we give them our heart, and then when we break up, we need it back. But we need to get it back. Like, how do we get it back? We need to get it back. So I'll help you with that next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Keep me in your du'as and you will be in mine.